Hey there, good afternoon. It is Sunday, March 21st, and welcome to another edition of the Daily-ish Vlog series. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these because I just had a really crazy week, but we're back on track. We're back doing the right thing here, and don't get it mistaken, we have been grinding every day. We've been training our asses off here, but I want to tell you about today. I actually had a pretty big day, and I want to show you a look. Boom, we did the, here we go, the St. Patrick's Day Triathlon. Now, I know it says 2020. They were giving away free hoodies, and obviously this was from last year, but who am I to turn down a free hoodie, right? So, but yeah, that was how we spent this morning. So I figured today's vlog could just kind of real quickly go over the race, kind of a recap type deal, because this was the first race of the season, so it felt really good to get out there. There's obviously and definitely some things that we're going to have to improve on and work on, but you don't know what you need to get better at and focus on until you actually go out there and start doing the work. So let's check it out. So first, I'll show you real quick here. Let's get into the Garmin Connect data. So it was in Keller, Texas, and we did 104.34. These aren't exactly official, but this was my personal tracking on my watch here. We'll get to the official in just a second, but 5:21 in the swim, 121 a minute per 100. That's right off the bat. We got to get better at that. Just no questions asked. And the reason I think, this isn't going to be an excuse, but one of the reasons that I really didn't do as well as I wanted to is it was a pool swim, and the announcer actually kind of screwed up calling our numbers, because procedurally for social distancing and new COVID guidelines, we had to wait by our bikes, and they would call us in groups of 50 to go into the race. So he skipped us, and then I got stuck behind a couple of the, a group of the slower people, because that's how they line you up. So I kind of got stuck behind them, and everyone's trying, everyone's going hard, but you want to try to go in order of speed when you're in a pool, because then it kind of gets bottlenecked, and that's exactly what happened. So I kind of got stuck. But that's okay. It's I learned my lesson. Just get there and really demand that I cut the line, I guess. I don't know. But here's some of the statistics. So 400 meters, pool size was 50 meters, 121 average pace, like I said. Obviously, in the beginning, when you jump in, it's going to be your fastest, so that really doesn't mean anything. That 28 seconds a minute per mile, it would be pretty ridiculous. So that was the first part of it. So this is what I wanted to point out, though. So it was a pretty crazy race, because if you look at this, I started at 8:04 a.m. That's when my time, that's when I started my watch in the race. So let's take a look at the weather at 8:04 a.m. in Keller, Texas. I have it highlighted here. Look at that. This is, if you scroll up here, this left column is temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. So at 8:05 this morning, it was 46.4 degrees. It was cold. So you're standing there. We were standing there for probably like a half hour waiting to get into the pool. You go to the pool, you jump in, you swim, you get out. Now you're soaking wet, obviously. You just got out of the pool, and you get on your bike, and you're cranking on the bike, and it's 46 degrees out. So it wasn't, I finished in an hour and 4 minutes, like I said. So, that takes it to 9:05 here. It was still only 50 degrees at that point. So it was cold the whole time. So that was definitely painful, but we stuck through it. We pushed through and got it done. My transitions just suck. They're garbage, and I know that, and I got to get better at that. One thing I get a bit better at is the flying mount. For those of you that don't know what a flying mount is, it's real important in sprint triathlon distance, because you're going to want to get on and off the bike with as little time as possible, and you actually take your feet, you put your feet in and out of the shoes on the bike while it's moving. It's a technique that I'm not 100% comfortable yet. I've done it before in races, and it was just so cold today, my hands and fingers really weren't even working, so I didn't want to risk it. There were some people falling off the bikes in transition, so I did not want to be one of those people. So my transitions were a little bit slower. Definitely could shave some time off there. The bike, to be honest with you, this was one of the bright spots of the race today. At the beginning of the pandemic, I made the commitment to get better at cycling, and I have really seen a lot of really good progress in there. Let's take a look here at the, where am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to the wattage. Where are we looking at here? I don't see it on here. Here we go. Segments, laps, stats. It should be in the stats. What the heck? But anyway, my watts for the entire time were, oh, no, that's interesting. I thought it'd be on here. 256 watts for the entire time. So I really, that's something that I've never done before. So it was good to see the improvement in the power, in the wattage. Maybe it's in here. Interesting. Oh, you know why? Because it's, I know why. Because this was on the watch. So we'll get to, let's see if we can't find this here real quick. If we go back, indoor cycling. Yeah, it categorized it as indoor cycling. So if you look at the power meter here, yeah, so average 246, but you look at the normalized power, max average power is 257. Normalized power, here we go, that's 257. So that's really the statistic you're going to want to look at there. So definitely something I was very, very impressed with myself. I've never been able to maintain something like that for that distance, for that time. 37 minutes basically at a normalized power of 257 I was pretty happy with. So yeah, just that's one of the bright spots of the race today. And then let's take a look at transition 2. Just sucked again. And then running. Running's always been my strength. I tend to make up a lot of time in the run portion of the race. So you look at the pace. I was like a bat out of hell when I started. Look at that sub 6 minute pace for a couple minutes there, and then I started to get towards 6, and then I realized like, okay, you gotta chill out here, brother. But we wound up actually finishing with a pretty steady, solid effort. We went with we're looking at 6:30 pace, so I'll take that any day of the week, especially first one of the year, in the cold and the elements. So happy with that. Now let's take a look at the overall standings here. So if you want to look all the way, to the bottom here, let's see how many people competed in this bad boy. We had, let's load here. There we go. So we had, let's see. So we had about 300 competing. And if we look here, I finished in 17th place overall. I definitely will take that. If you want to take a look at some of the statistics here, my swim, it sucked. It was not great. So I was in 40th place overall in the swim, 32nd place overall on the bike, and then I got a top 10 finish in the run. My watch was actually a little off. I ran a 6:23 officially for the 5K. So very, very good news there. My run is continuing to be my strength. The bike, there's some tips and techniques that I need to get a little bit better at, but aside from that, the swim was really the glaring issue here today, and the transitions. But second place out of 25 guys in my age division, I'll take that. Like I said, 17 out of 294 overall. I'll take that any day of the week. It's just some good stuff. So I'm happy with the results today. And it's the first race of the year. You're always going to be working out some kinks, and need to figure out where you need to improve. But overall, it was really, really exciting stuff. I'm happy that I was able to participate, get this cool hoodie from last year, and I'll just be a year behind, it's like cars, right? I'll just have a different hoodie every year moving forward. That's about it for today. We got everything lined up. I did perform a new card trick. I'll drop it in the notes below so you can check that out. Tell me what you think, as always. Try to figure it out. If you can figure it out, that means I just got to get better. So be brutally honest with me. And don't go looking on the internet and trying to cheat, because I'll find out. Other than that, we're just going to grind it. Play some Mario this week. The big thing we're going to do is we're going to start to get on the Decentraland train. It's a cryptocurrency blockchain game. Very cool stuff. I'm going to start playing that. I got that all set up and start cranking out some videos on that too. So just exciting stuff as always. You just continue to push forward, you continue to move forward, and continue to just, I hope to inspire others. I hope to, you see me doing all these things, and I just try to be somewhat of a beacon of positivity and, drive. So that's about it for the day. Getting ready to go to the Dallas Stars game tonight. Should be fun. My first hockey game in over a year. Not really a fan of the Dallas Stars, but I'm a fan of hockey, so I'm very excited to go watch them play the Nashville Predators. Stay strong, keep grinding, keep working hard. Let's have another great week. We'll see you.